Hi guys, this is a real quick video. We used to do these on Wednesdays. I'm going to start doing them again, dropping them in short ones. There was this very robust, and there seems to be a topical go and then get on every single forum, and I'm a bit of a forum hound. You can always find me, Craig D. Griffiths, at every forum. I use the same name so you know it's me. Okay, the we see debate has come back again. And a lot of people say weird things about it. Now, what we have to understand, let's use a metaphor like salt. Salt in cooking. If you salt a meal well, it's really great. You probably don't even notice the salt because the meal tastes so good. If you put too much salt in, it becomes unpalatable. But if you've made a bad meal with too much salt, you take the salt out, you still have a bad meal. A lot of people say, oh, you can never use we see. It's such a sign of an amateur. Then other people that know how to use it or have more experience as writers will point out, look, here's all these Academy Award winning stories. Here's all these great writers that use we see. So then people come back with this idea of, oh yeah, but if you're hired by a director or you're an A-list writer and then you're allowed to use we see, or then you can be boring because it's boring to use we see, or it's lazy. Once you've really made a career, you can be lazy and boring, which defies logic, because if you're bad at your job, you get sacked. If you're a lazy writer, you will refuse to be hired by directors and producers. They're not going to throw $1 million at someone because they wrote great stuff before, they're lazy and they're boring now, but we're going to still pay them top dollar because, well, hey, they were once great. No, they become unemployed. We see you have to know how to use it. Like all tools in screenwriting, you cannot use it poorly. If you use it bad, it will appear to be bad. There's an example given, and I'll find it and I'll put the person who suggested it here and the little excerpt they put up. And there's a bomb goes off or something, and it says, and through the window we see them hug. And that's through the window we see that, right? That's we see, 2 words. And so many people, let's put up an example of Craig sits there focusing on a book. We see a door behind him open, or we see a door open. So many people did backflips and stuff. Craig's focusing on the book. And behind him, a door silently opens and Craig is unaware. They used so many words and did so many backflips to avoid using the word we see. Like it's some sin, like it's a poison, like it's a sin, like suddenly the heavens are going to open up and they're going to be struck by lightning, or their liver's going to collapse, they're going to up in an ICU and be dead in 24 hours. It is just 2 words, and sometimes it is the fastest way to your solution. Do not, and the reason this is important, do not let people say to you, oh, you can't use we see, or you can't use an ing word, you can't do that. The English language has all these things in it as functions to be used. There is all these tools in screenwriting. One guy said, yeah, well, what's a leftover from the 1940s? Fantastic. The screenwriting format that we have now, I believe, was established in 1908 on a Corona typewriter. Now, if you go to these people and say, well, we don't have to use the screenwriting format because that was devised in 1908 and that's old, they would lose their mind. They would, they'd start erecting a pyre to burn you on because it's the standard, it's the format. You can't go away from that. But they're quite happy to say, oh, we see started in the 1940s, you wouldn't use it now. But the 3-act structure, oh, no, you have to use that. Well, you can't evolve that structure. You can't evolve screenwriting formats. But you have to not use we see because it was devised in 1940 or someone used it once in 1940. I was going to go through and read some 1940 screenplays to actually pull out all the versions of we see, but I don't think I'd find them there too much. We also in the 1940s, massive first acts. Watch Ask Nick and Old Lace and find out when the story actually starts. Massive first acts in old stories. Stories evolve. But we see is a function of English, and use all the functions of English you can. But make sure you know what you're doing. Taking something out of a bad script still leaves you with a bad script. Use we see the way it should. The way I use it is when we, the audience, see something that the people in the film don't, which is rare for me. I tend to write through the POV of a protagonist, so they're seeing everything. I don't use we see very much. But find out how you use it. Make sure it's not heavy-handed. It's not like We see Craig pick up a bottle. We see Craig put down the bottle. We see Craig pick up his phone. We see Craig put down the phone. That was interesting. We see Craig pick up a landscape for his Canon camera that's on his Blackmagic Cinema camera. We see, that would be really bad use. You don't have to keep saying we see, we see, we see. You have to use it correctly. That's this week's. Thank you for everyone who's been supporting Matt Lamb. I'm going to put up Matt's link here, and I'm going to put the link below. Matt's a great actor who was hit by a truck and is going to have massive medical bills, so don't do anything to help me out. If you've got any shekels, any money, any coins, anything you want to do, give to Matt. The book is available here. The T-shirts are available here. All that sort of stuff that would help out me, but remember, help out Matt. Until next time, guys, keep writing. Bye.